Jaksta Media Recorder includes guides, and the guides are broken into video guides, music guides, keep scrolling down, radio guides, and last but definitely not least, podcasts. What's great about the guides is that it's a quick way for you to find awesome streaming media content. But what if you wanted to set up Jaksta Media Recorder to automatically download your favorite podcasts? How hard is that to do? Not hard at all, and I'm going to show you how. I'm in the podcast section. As you can see, I'm going to click on NPR. It brings up a ton of stations as well as podcast topics. I'm going to go to Games and Humor. It brings up two, Car Talk and Ask Me Another. I'm going to click on Car Talk. A couple things that I see right off the bat. First of all, that there are currently 2 podcasts already available. If I want to download them right away, I can. I just click on this drop-down menu and go to Download All. It asks me if I'm sure. I click OK. I then go to the library screen, and there are the 2 podcasts. I just need to click the drop-down menu to play to enjoy them. Go back to Guides. What else can I find out from the screen? Well, if I hover my mouse over the first podcast, it'll tell me that it was published on May 4th, which is a Saturday at 11:23 a.m. my time. Hover over the next one, it was published on April 27th, also a Saturday, around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, again my time. So if I click this drop-down menu, I go to Schedule, it brings up the scheduling window already pre-populated with the details about Car Talk. So I've got the name, I've got the URL, that it's a direct download. What do I want to do? I want to set it up to record future podcasts for me automatically. So I just need to set up the schedule so that Jaksta Media Recorder knows to go and look for the podcast after it's published. So I know the podcasts get published on Saturday. Tomorrow isn't a Saturday, but the next Saturday that comes along after tomorrow, it will look for the next podcast. I also know from looking at the 2 prior published podcasts that they get posted late morning, early afternoon. So I'm going to put in 2 o'clock as my time. So that is telling Jaksta Media Recorder that at 2 o'clock next Saturday, it will go look for the podcast for me. And just to know, this is my time. So I'm in Pacific time. The times that were listed by the podcast as to when they got published, that was Pacific time. So I can keep this Pacific time. I don't need to worry about changing the time to reflect the source of the actual recording, which I would do if it were a live stream. The other thing to note is duration here. The default is -1, which just means that it'll go and get the file that's posted regardless of length. I would only need to put minutes in here if it was a live stream and I needed to let Jaksta Media Recorder know how long to record for. And then I can choose a conversion setting, but I'm not going to. I just can keep it as is. And then I can also choose to create a media folder or use an existing media folder to sort my recorded files, but I'll just keep it at the default. And that's it. I just click OK. It tells me that my item's been successfully scheduled and I can view it on the schedule tab. I click OK, I go to the schedule tab, and ta-da, there it is. So that's all there is to it. Hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact our amazing tech support people, and enjoy.